Good evening, Titan Nation. How is everybody What's going on, everybody? This is your man Chris, aka Blue Enforcer from Titans and Truth, and welcome in to the Truth League Report. And this is a show, of course, that is dedicated to all NFL fans. As you can see, I am a fan of the Tennessee Titans, but we're going to talk all things NFL that have happened here over the last 24 to 48 hours. So please, first of all, hit the like button. If you like this show, you can leave a comment as well. You can comment on the show. Let me know what you think, as well as hit the like button. Also, you can go follow me on TNT Enforcers on Facebook, also on Instagram at Titans_N_Truth, as well as Twitter at TNT Blue Enforcer. So thank y'all for tuning in to the show, and I hope you enjoy yourselves. But let's go ahead and get started with some big news out of Buffalo that happened on Saturday, and that is quarterback Josh Allen, former first-round pick of the Buffalo Bills. They agreed to a 6-year, $258 million contract extension with $150 million guaranteed. So Josh Allen will be staying with the Bills for the very foreseeable future. And this is where Josh Allen was really coming into his own, coming into a very near MVP season where he threw for over 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, only threw 10 interceptions, and completed 69% of his passes this past year. And I will say the Bills were very smart to go ahead and lock this young man up. He was finna head into year 4 of his contract, so they don't even have to worry about the 5-year option because they went ahead and locked him up. So that is a very smart play by the Buffalo Bills to lock up their franchise quarterback. Of course, they had a great season last year. Of course, they have Stephon Diggs. They have a very good defense on the other side, and they're looking to be in contention for a shot at the AFC as well as a trip to the Super Bowl as well. So Josh Allen is staying with the Buffalo Bills with a big extension. Another player that's going to be staying with his prospective team is the Indianapolis Colts and inside linebacker Darius Leonard from my arch rival. As much as this move pains me because I would rather have seen Darius Leonard go to another team, but the Colts and Darius Leonard agree on a 5-year, $99.25 million contract extension with $52.5 million guaranteed as the NFL, and he is now the NFL's highest paid inside linebacker. Again, this is a great move for the Colts. They know that the Tennessee Titans are definitely a threat. They know that the Titans are the favorites to win the AFC, so they figure they got to have one of their defensive stalwarts re-signed and keeps going with the team as well. And going back to Josh Allen, one thing that I was very impressed with coming out of Wyoming, coming out into the draft, everybody knew he had a cannon of an arm, but his accuracy was an issue. And he's just gotten better and better and better every year. And Josh Allen has really turned himself into what was looking like a bust into a franchise quarterback. Darius Leonard was picked in, I believe, the second round of his draft. And I mean, the fact that a lot of these teams passed on him is a shame, because he is an excellent, excellent player. He's good in the run. He's good in coverage. I mean, can do it all. And as much as I dislike the Indianapolis Colts, I got to give them their due. This is a great extension for the Indianapolis Colts, and that keeps the leader of their defense in line with them as they continue to build around him and around DeForest Buckner. And they could give my Titans a little bit of trouble, although they don't have right now a quarterback or a a left guard to deal with right now. So Titans are still going to be the favorite to win the AFC South no matter what this does. But hey, Colts fans, rejoice. You got the middleman of your line of your defense back in the fold. Another guy that's back in the fold is one Xavier Howard. He will be staying in Miami. They agreed to restructure his deal that will keep him in Miami for the 2021 season. Now, of course, earlier in this offseason, Xavier Howard requested a trade from the Miami Dolphins and basically wanted out. And so the Tennessee Titans, along with some other teams, were potential landing spots. But again, Miami and Xavier Howard have decided to restructure and basically to keep him in Miami. They don't want the league leader in interceptions going elsewhere. And I believe he led the league with 10 interceptions on the year. So they didn't want him to go anywhere. And basically with this deal, he's going to get a $1 million. He gets $1 million incentives in Pro Bowl incentives. He will be getting $2.5 million in additional incentives. And this could be where he could make upwards of $16 million for the 2021 season if he meets all of the incentives, because he's already getting a base salary of well over $12.5 million for this upcoming year, and then with the incentives could be anywhere upward of $16 million. Again, Miami's trying to hold on to Xavier Howard. Now, after this year, he could be a free agent, so that means he could end up going elsewhere. But for this upcoming season, they decided to kind of give him a raise just for this 1 year. They kind of came to a bit of a compromise of sorts when it came to this particular deal. So, I mean, I know some people were thinking that, my guy Ken Moore of K Moore Sports thought, well, the Titans could be a possibility. But, I mean, they got Jack Rabbit Jenkins. They got Caleb Farley, who's back on the field, and Christian Fulton. So that trade would have not made any sense. But Xavier Howard is staying in Miami, so that's a very good pickup. Miami always is known to have an excellent defense under Brian Flores. And, they're definitely trying to challenge Buffalo in the AFC East. And, they got to make sure that they have a good quarterback handle with Tua Tagovailoa at quarterback. And, of course, they added Jalen Waddle in the draft as well. So, I mean, Miami, they went 10-6, just missed the playoffs last year. Miami could definitely be a threat to the AFC East. And that is something that, that's something that Buffalo needs to concern themselves with, because Miami, they're coming. They are definitely coming. So we got to watch out for the Miami Dolphins. Now, some more things that happened over the weekend is we have to give a big congratulations. We had the Hall of Fame game on Thursday night, which was kind of a snooze fest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. None of the real deal players played. There was a lot of backups. Dwayne Haskins didn't really look that great. The quarterback situation in Dallas behind Dak Prescott, maybe not great or anything. I really didn't watch a lot of the Hall of Fame game. I'll be perfectly honest with you. But the highlight of that weekend is the Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. And because of what happened, we're still dealing with this pandemic, but because of what happened, The 2020 class was not able to be inducted last year, so they were inducted last night into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And so here are the Hall of Fame. Here's the Hall of Fame class of 2020. You have former Pittsburgh Steelers safety Troy Polamalu. You have former Colts running back Adrian James, a guy that was a thorn in the Titans' side. You also have former Tennessee Titan. You have former Tennessee Titan at the top of the screen. I'm sorry, my logo is kind of blocking them. Let's see if I can remove it for just a quick second so you see him. But that is Steve Hutchinson, formerly of the Minnesota Vikings. He also played for the Tennessee Titans. And also Steve Atwater, the longtime All-Pro safety from the Denver Broncos. They were inducted into the Hall of Fame along with former St. Louis Ram great, and former University of Memphis Tiger, stand up Memphis, from right here in Memphis, Tennessee, Isaac Bruce, who of course had a long 16-year career, over 91 touchdown catches in his career, and I believe he had over 7,400 yards in his career in 16 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. I may be off by that. But, of course, he's a former Super Bowl champion who broke my heart on one particular play in Super Bowl 34 in Atlanta, where Kurt Warner basically escaped from a sack, threw a long bomb to Isaac Bruce. That was the game-winning touchdown in that Super Bowl. It still breaks my heart to this day against the Tennessee Titans. But Isaac Bruce, congratulations to these Hall of Fame 2020 inductees. Also, you had the Centennial class, the senior class as well, with the Centennial 15 as well. So you had guys like, if you look at the top, Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson and Bill Cowher, the famous coach on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jimmy Johnson, of course, famous from the Dallas Cowboys. You also have the legendary filmmaker Steve Sable, who co-founded with his dad, Ed Sable, NFL Films. That's why when you have any great highlight films or anything from the NFL, he was the one that was behind it. Of course, former NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue in this class as well. Harold Carmichael from the Philadelphia Eagles, who was on the same team from the movie Invincible with former Eagle Vince Papale. They were a part of that team, I believe, in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. So these were the Centennial 15 who also got inducted into the Hall of Fame as well. So shout out to all of those great men of the NFL who have gotten into the Hall of Fame, as well as the 2021 Hall of Fame class that is led by Alan Faneca, and you also have former head coach of the Oakland Raiders, Tom Flores, as well, and then you have Megatron Calvin Johnson, who gets into the Hall of Fame, along with the great Tampa Bay safety and now general manager of the San Francisco 49ers, John Lynch. You also have in here a contributor, and I forgot his name, Mr. Nunn, who was a big-time contributor, looks like, with the Pittsburgh Steelers. You have former Cowboys wide receiver Drew Pearson, my guy from Michigan, one of the great great special teamers and one of the great cornerbacks in Charles Woodson. And this guy made an all-pro team at two different positions. He made it as a cornerback and also as a safety, also punt returner as well. And of course, the class was highlighted by none other than UT, Tennessee's famous son, Peyton Manning, who of course was a thorn in the Titans' side for many, many years, and also won a Super Bowl with the Colts and also won a Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos as well. So I know I probably got some of my information wrong, so blame my brain, not my heart. But congratulations to the Hall of Fame classes of both 2020 and 2021. Definitely saw that. The 2020 class was inducted last night. The 2021 class was inducted tonight into the Hall of Fame. Also, I definitely want to give a congratulations to all the Olympic athletes that competed these last 2 weeks in the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. Of course, the Olympics concluded tonight. They just had the closing ceremony tonight as they passed the torch from the country of Japan, from Tokyo to the country of France, of course, where the 2024 games will be held in Paris. So congratulations to all the athletes. Congratulations to Team USA, to the USA men's and women's basketball teams as they both won gold. Also, congratulations to the U.S. women's water polo team, the U.S. women's volleyball team, to the A team of the U.S. beach volleyball as they won gold as well. Congratulations to Allison Felix, who becomes the most decorated track and field medalist of all time, has 10 Olympic medals in track and field, won another gold in the women's 4x400 meter relay last night as well. So congratulations to all the medalists, to all the athletes, to everybody that competed, to all the countries around the world, because we know there was a lot of Americans who came from other countries, who were born of other countries, like my guy Precious Achiuwa from the University of Memphis, who now plays. I know he now plays for the Toronto Raptors. He was drafted by the Heat, but now will be playing for the Raptors. He represented his native country of Nigeria, excuse me. Of course, Rui Hachimura, who went to Gonzaga, of course, his home country was Japan. He plays for the Washington Wizards, just to name a few. And of course, so congratulations to them, and congratulations to all the athletes in the 2020 Olympic Games. So again, and I know some of you are not Titan fans, but if you want to support the show itself, it is a growing show. We do have Titans and Truth shirts. As you can see here, this is in navy. This is in navy blue. And then I also have, give me just a moment, I'm putting this out. We also have shirts in Carolina blue, and with the information on the back as well. If you are interested in getting a Titans and Truth t-shirt and supporting this brand, this includes the Titans and Truth show that I do about the Tennessee Titans on Wednesday, the Truth League Report, which I will be starting to do more in revolving around the NFL. If you are interested in getting a Titans and Truth t-shirt, please do reach out to my friend who is helping making these shirts, Miss Latoya Mason. Her email is queenbutterflytees@gmail.com, or you can hit her up on Instagram at queenbutterflytees if you are interested in getting one of these t-shirts. And I'm also working with someone. I may be having, I also have some hats that are going to be coming very soon as well. So that's something that's in the works also. So definitely be on the lookout. Again, if you are interested in getting a Titans and Truth t-shirt supporting the show, please hit up Miss Latoya Mason at queenbutterflytees@gmail.com or on Instagram at queenbutterflytees. Also, you can hit me up as well if you're interested, and I can get your size and information to her as well. My email address is canewell817@gmail.com. You can hit me up there, or you can hit me up on any of the pages at the bottom, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, or you can leave a comment in the comment section during this show as well. So definitely do that. But everybody, that is about all the time I have for this evening. Just wanted to get some news on that. Definitely going to have more coming up as we're going to get ready to break down each of the divisions as the season is getting ready to begin. We are not far away from the NFL season, so we're going to be breaking down schedules, who's the favorite in each division, and things like that. And so we're going to be starting with the AFC South coming up next week. So definitely stay tuned for that. Going to be having shows coming out about the AFC South and the NFC South coming up next. So if you like this show, please do me a solid, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. You can find me at Titans in Truth. So you can definitely find me there. And you can also subscribe to the show. And also, again, follow the pages on Facebook at TNT Enforcers. Also on Instagram at Titans_in_truth. And also on Twitter at TNT Blue Enforcer. But I thank y'all again for joining me for this edition of the Truth League Report. I am your man, Chris, a.k.a. Blue Enforcer from Titans in Truth. And y'all have yourselves a very wonderful day. I thank y'all again for tuning in. And y'all have yourself a great rest of the night. I'll holler at you.